Hey guys, Morentin with Glaucoma Hope. So today is February 25th, 2017, and it's video, I believe, 82 in the Glaucoma Hope series. So today we're going to check in. I'm going to talk about how my eyes are doing right now compared to how they've done, in recent history. And then we're also going to discuss my new protocol, the new cannabis protocol that we're doing, or that I'm doing for my eyes, for my vision. Okay, so we'll just talk real quick about how the vision itself is doing. So the vision, like I mentioned, for the past probably 6 weeks or so, has been doing really good. The focus in my bad eye is on point. So the astigmatism isn't there, like I mentioned before, and the it like 100% of what I could see, my limited range, is coming into focus quickly. Before it was like most of it, and then what wasn't focused would just melt into focus. If you watch previous videos, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But now, like the focus is there. I see brightness. My eyesight is actually opened up, the peripheral vision's opened up a little bit. So everything is, it's probably as good as it's been in several years, except for that week that I had from when I had lost my supply of the RSO, and I got that new supply of that supercritical CO2 oil. That week when I had that, before my right eye went blind, I was like crazy good vision, and so like crazy, and then I went blind a week later. So I've obviously regained that back. I've had a good vision for the past 6 weeks as far as focus and everything, and it's continuing to stay awesome, right? So that's really important, right? So I just wanted to just let you know that that's still good. Everything's going well, and I'm really happy about that. It's like much better than I thought it would have been, because if you look at the previous videos, this is number 82 or so. If you look at in the 20s and 30s, I'm talking about like seeing 70%, and the other 30% is like blind, like white slivers of shit. And me saying like, hey, if I could just see like this for the rest of my life without losing any more, then I'm good. So, I'm seeing like fucking 100% better than that, So it's crazy. Definitely, if I can keep this, I want to hold on to this right here. If it can get better, then fuck yeah. But I want to hold on to what I have right now. The fucked up thing about it though is, if I miss one fucking day of the oils, then I could feel everything starting to fractal. So it'll start to like the vision will start to come apart, like separate, and after one fucking day, right? So that's what's really fucked up about glaucoma, is that it doesn't try to attack and just tear you down all the time. It just because it knows that a person cannot be perfect, and you will miss a day, and on that day that you miss, it's taking your shit. So you have to be so on point with stuff. It's hard, but I'm doing it, and so right now I want to talk about how I'm doing it. What I'm doing to keep the eyesight and hopefully improve it even more than it already is. So we know that we lost the RSO before. When we came back, got the supercritical CO2 oil, and then I went on the journey. I started MOVIDA, and I found a bunch of oil extractors and things like that. Most of them extract the supercritical CO2 method, right? That's the kind of hardware they have to do the extraction with, and that's the style they prefer, right? It does work for your eyes, because I did it. I brought my eyesight back with that stuff. I like the Rick Simpson oil better, and I found a couple of really good extractors that do two different kinds of Rick Simpson extraction methods. It's because Rick Simpson oil, just real quick, is there was a extraction method that he himself used, but people have sort of made it a little bit. They've improved the process, but because his was like, just done at his house, basically. It wasn't, so, he just did it for himself. But so, so the improvements have been made, but it's still called the Rick Simpson oil. And we actually have, with our main formulator that we partnered up with, we have an actual, we call it a frozen extraction process. So it's a proprietary extraction process that uses Rick Simpson oil methodology, but it's a much, much, much more pristine process, right? And it's really, really good at like just keeping the components all active, that all the or just making them medically active and keeping them medically active once they are extracted into the various things that we extract them into, like the tinctures, the hard oils, the more viscous oils that are mixed with the MCT oils and other things like that, the coconut oils and all that kind of stuff. So it's just really, really cool. So I've been toying around with some things, and went from that supercritical CO2, and then I had shown when I had gotten this bottle of this magic elixir right here, and this was done through a Rick Simpson oil process. This is a tincture, so I did both of them, and I tested this. So this one does work for your eyes and stuff like that. So we went from that, and I had another tincture made with our other formulator. So so we have two now, and they're slightly different profiles. One is a high THC with some CBD and CBG in there, and then the other one is a high THC, pretty much the same amount of THC, but it has a much, much higher amount of CBD in it. So that's the new sort of thing that we're playing with. Is I didn't do CBD before, right? And until I got these two tinctures, and so I think that it can help me. They say the high THC is what you want. The CBD isn't necessarily great for the eyes, but in my view, my way of thinking, that holistic view where things work together and lift things and make things work better together, that synergistic effect. The THC and the CBD could work together synergistically to make an even greater effect, right? So so we had a little bit of CBD added in, okay, to the tinctures, but it was still like a great, like a 19-to-1 or something of THC to CBD. And then I had some capsules made, and let's see if I could find those. Oh, right here. So I had some little capsules made, and these things are super high THC. They have like 105 milligrams of THC and just 15 of the CBD, right? And so I switched from taking the supercritical CO2 to not taking it at all, right? And just trusted in the RSO in the capsules and in the tincture, right? So that's totally different than before, because I was using the RSO like paste kind of thing, just that raw stuff before. I had never done this in tinctures and capsules, mixed with MCT oil as a carrier, so it could absorb better and all that kind of stuff, whatever. So so it's testing that out to see if it actually does work, not just look good on paper kind of thing, right? So so these high THC capsules worked really, really well, but I was thinking like, hey, maybe let's test getting more CBD inside of me. So instead of doing like the 100 milligram with 15 milligram of CBD, 100 milligrams THC with 15 milligrams CBD, I had to make me some 25 milligram THC, so a lower THC, like 1/4, but higher CBD. It's this one's actually 23 milligrams, and so it's 25 and 23 THC to CBD. So if I take 4 of them and, you know, get to 100 milligrams of THC, I'm going to have just about 100 milligrams of CBD along with it. And we're going to see how that affects it. It's not going to make it go backwards, that's for sure, but we'll see if it makes it even better, which we're hoping that that's what the case is, right? So that's pretty exciting. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing mixtures of CBD with the THC, right, just to see how that works. And we're doing the capsules, which are mixed with, I believe it's a medium chain triglyceride that's derived from coconut oil, you know, as the carrier. And then in the same thing with the tincture, it has the THC and then the CBD added in, and then you know, mixed with the MC2 oils and stuff like that. So, and we're doing like a decent amount. I'm not doing quite as much of this as I was the supercritical CO2. So I will say that this stuff, it's the Rick Simpson oil process, plus I think it's just the extraction method, you know, like the extractors and things like that. We just, this stuff is more medically active than the supercritical CO2 I was getting. Even though that stuff was made, like, in the most pristine conditions by fucking PhDs and shit like that, you know. This stuff right here, the RSO that we have, is the most medically active stuff that we have, or therapeutically active, however you want to think about it, right? So like I said, I'm really, really excited about being able to test out this stuff and see how it affects my eyes and things like that. And we have some other things that we're gonna talk about on the MOVIDA channel as well. Not for the Glaucoma Hope videos, but for other things that we're working with other people on. You know, so we're working with a bunch of people right now for everything from things like PTSD, depression, anxiety, to things like pain management. Actually, that's my brother. We're working with somebody with dementia right now, early stages. And then we're also working with some people for blood pressure and cholesterol and a couple weight loss cases and, you know, a couple other things there. But we've got quite a few that we're working on right now that we're going to be discussing on the MOVIDA YouTube channel, but not in the Glaucoma Hope series of videos, right? So, because we want to keep these videos just for the eyes. And like I said, in the future, I might bring on some guests and things like that, talk about things that are eye related. But this Glaucoma Hope is always going to be about the eyes. You know, remember, you know, like I have glaucoma, and glaucoma is a bastardized fucking condition. You know, because you don't die, and, you know, and so people, they don't know how to react to it. You know, so you're on your own. So, you know, this is like giving people a voice and also giving people hope for solutions and things like that too. That's why this thing's called Glaucoma Hope, right? Anyways, my eyes are doing really, really good, right? I want to leave it at this. Other people's aren't. Other people are fucking suffering really bad. If you know somebody that has this shit, if you know somebody that has like some kind of eye condition where they can get their eyesight stolen from them, then fucking tell them about these goddamn videos. Give them a chance at least. You know? Give them a chance. Losing your eyesight fucking sucks. It sucks so fucking bad. Okay? Like, you can't even tell you how much it fucking sucks. Like, I mean, like what I have to do every day for myself fucking sucks. But losing your eyesight fucking sucks even worse, okay? You know, people aren't going to complain and cry about it, you know, if they have these conditions. They'll actually try to hide it and make it seem like they're okay and like they're normal, you know? But they're really fucking suffering and sad inside, you know? If you know somebody that has these conditions, let them know about these videos because they may be able to get help. You know, it's not guaranteed. But I have fucking eyesight. I could see good. You know, I could see better than I have in like 4, 5, 6 years right now. you know, and you know, like I said, fucking tell people, you know somebody that has an eye condition. You know somebody that has glaucoma or retinitis pigmentosa or some kind of shit like that. So tell them, man. Do them a fucking favor. Glaucoma Hope, YouTube channel, Facebook, Facebook.com/MOVIDA Oils, right? That's the company. Look for MOVIDA somewhere. Like these videos, share them, whatever, subscribe to the channel. Okay? Al Morentin, Glaucoma Hope, thank you. Peace.